Yeah, good morning everyone and welcome to Retailing Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Monjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, we are now learning the elements of a retail mix. Okay, so beginning with the location strategy in Unit 3. Okay, we have learned about the options in retail location and how the retail site and the area surrounding the site is evaluated. Okay, then Unit 4 we have started learning the second element of retail mix, which is merchandise. Okay, so managing merchandise for hundreds or thousands of stores across a country or across a market is not that easy. So it's a very difficult task. So that is the reason why we are learning merchandise planning process. So how merchandise is planned, purchased, allocated to stores, and then merchandise performance is analyzed. Okay. So this is the fourth session for chapter number 12, and today it is going to be the last one. Okay. So after which we'll make a beginning to the second chapter number 13 related to the same element, merchandise only. It's buying systems. Okay, before that, let me share the slides and take a quick recap of what we have learned till now in chapter number 12. Okay, yeah, take a quick recap. Okay, so among these retail mix, we have completed the study on the first element of retail mix, location, where the store should be started. Okay, then now we are learning merchandise assortment, the goods that are sold in the store. Okay, so chapter number 12 and chapter number 13 are dedicated to merchandise management. So in chapter number 12, we are learning managing the merchandise planning process. So as I mentioned, okay, knowing the order quantity, then okay, knowing the order, identifying the order quantity for each and every SKU for hundreds or thousands of stores across the market or across the country is a difficult task. Okay, so then for the purpose of which the merchandise planning process is followed. So before the beginning, we learnt about what is merchandise management. What is the okay? So and we also learned that in retail firms, buying is a very major task. Okay, because these firms are after all retail organizations. They buy from the manufacturers and sell it to the end users for personal consumption. Okay, so that is the reason why buying is a very integral part of any retail firm. So any retail firm will have a organization structure for a buying department. It will have a buying department, and there will be an organization structure for a buying department. Okay, so about which we learned. Then the merchandise is managed to achieve the following objectives. Okay, these are financial objectives: gross margin or inventory turnover. Okay, so when the merchandise management plan is prepared, it is prepared with an objective to achieve these financial objectives. Okay. Then if you can recall, this is the merchandise management issues. In chapter number 12 so far, we have learned how to organize buying process by categories, set merchandise financial objectives, and develop an assortment plan. So we are almost at the end of this chapter number 12. Okay. So we'll complete chapter number 12 and begin chapter number 13 in the same class if possible. Okay. So in chapter number 12, we have learned that the merchandise planning process. Okay, there are 7 steps. So forecast category sales, develop an assortment plan, determine appropriate inventory level and product availability, Okay, then develop a plan for managing inventory. Okay, so till here, okay, so till here we have learned about the merchandise planning process, 4 stages. Okay, so in today's class we are going to begin to understand the stages 5 and 6. Okay, but 6 basically like it is in chapter number 13, as you can see it is already printed here. So stage 7 is buying merchandise, so which will be discussed in chapter number 13. Okay, and about monitor and evaluate performance and make adjustments. Okay, I'll give you few guidelines, okay, in this chapter only at the end of the chapter. Okay, so regarding to steps 1 to 4, let us see what have we learned. Okay, so for the purpose of planning merchandise management, the merchandise is broadly classified into 2 categories: staple merchandise and fashion merchandise. Okay, so merchandise management process. So we have learned about forecasting sales, which is a beginning basic step. Okay, for in merchandise planning process, developing an assortment plan. Okay, so that is where what we took most of the time. So we learned about how to develop assortment plan, and see this is the basis for ordering. Okay, so by just referring to this assortment plan, the buying manager or category manager can place an order up for each SKU. Then determining the appropriate inventory level. Okay, so we learned about it. Then control system for managing inventory. Okay, so we elaborated on the control system for managing inventory with fashion merchandise where open to buy system is used. Okay, so then open to buy system also we discussed in detail. The purpose of open to buy system, the advantages of open to buy system. Okay, now so the last 2 stages from chapter number 12. Allocating merchandise to stores and analyze merchandise performance. Okay, so step number 6 and 7 you can just club them together. Okay, no need to worry. Step number 6 and 7 just club them together. Okay, so just let me go back. Okay, see students, please pay attention. Buy merchandise. Okay, so this we are going to learn in chapter 13. Okay, so chapter 13. So I will consider chapter stage 7 first. Okay, monitor and evaluate performance. Okay, so I will consider step 7 first. Then buying merchandise will be separately discussed in chapter number 13. Okay, so please recall while answering the questions in examination. Okay, so once okay the sales forecasting is done, based on which assortment plan is prepared, then appropriate inventory levels are determined. Okay, and using the inventory control system. Okay, so the inventory is inventory purchase and availability is monitored. Okay, so what is missing here? Next step was buying. Okay, merchandise. Buying merchandise will be discussed in chapter 13, but now we assume that the merchandise is ordered and received, okay, at the retail firm. So depending on the supply chain, depending on the supply chain of the retail firm, sometimes the merchandise means goods. Say for example, Reliance Fresh wants to okay, has ordered Maggi noodles. Okay, so in Goa, okay, so one of the Nestle factories is available, is there. Okay, so sometimes from the factory, the goods may, okay, goods may be transported to distribution center. Okay, so distribution center is a place where goods are stored from where the retail stores are supplied. Okay, for example, for more stores, Aditya Birla more stores for Hubballi, Dharwad and some 3 to 4 districts. Okay, the distribution center is in Rayapur, Dharwad. It is exactly opposite to Akshay Patra, okay, or ISKCON temple. Okay, it is not very clearly visible, but there is a huge warehouse. So that warehouse is of more Aditya Birla Retail Limited. So I have gone inside and I visited. Okay, so it's a huge warehouse sort of a thing where there are employees. Okay, and there are some about 8 stores in Dharwad. Okay, there are some about 6 to 8 more stores in Dharwad, and each of these store places their orders with the distribution center. And from the distribution center in Rayapur, Dharwad, so all the 8 retail stores of more are supplied. So sometimes when the merchandise is purchased, the from the factory the merchandise is delivered to the distribution centers. And sometimes the retail firms may have large warehouses, centralized warehouses. So in that case, from the factory, okay, the goods are delivered to the centralized warehouses. So it depends on the supply chain. So wherever the goods are delivered or received, maybe at distribution center or maybe at centralized warehouse, the next step thereafter is allocating that merchandise to stores, because ultimately this merchandise will be sold in retail stores. So while allocating merchandise to stores, okay, so the company considers these 3 decisions. How much merchandise to allocate to each store? So definitely, okay, it is not possible to allocate equal unit of merchandise to each and every retail store, because the sales of each and every store will be different, and within, and if you consider even the category wise sales or a stock keeping unit SKU wise sales, each store will post a different sales quantity. Okay, so that is the reason why this question will come into picture. How much merchandise to allocate to each store? Definitely it depends upon, okay, the data which is gathered from the POS, point of sale scanners. So every time when customers purchase in organized retail stores, the goods are scanned with a handheld scanner. So, and the information about the product and the customer is stored in the computer, okay, connected to the scanner. Like for example, say for example, you might have purchased Dettol hand wash refill 750 ml. Okay, then price 109 rupees. Okay, then variant Dettol pink. Okay, it is Dettol mild. I hope you know that variant. So the product is hand Dettol pink hand wash refill, Dettol pink hand wash refill of 750 ml, price 109 rupees. Purchased by, okay, my customer identity is now my mobile phone number 9916924252. Okay, so that's it. So this much information is recorded into the computer, and from the computer the data is transferred to distribution center as well as to the servers of the company in the head office. So that every day a large amount of data like this from across the country keeps on coming into server. Okay, we call that as big data. So when that data is analyzed systematically, it will reveal some trends, some patterns regarding which category of merchandise is growing faster, which category of merchandise has started moving slower. Okay, so store wise also this data will be available, distribution center wise this store data will be available, region wise, zone wise, nationwide. Okay, anyway you can have the data. So how much merchandise to allocate to each store depends upon the past historical data. Okay, say for example, if you consider same product, okay, Dettol pink 750 ml hand wash refill. Okay, so you can have all the data from since the product is made available till now. Okay, so how many units have been sold, and even you can have the data month wise, week wise as well, even by the day of the week as well. So according to that data, the company decides to allocate the quantity of merchandise to allocate to each store. what type of merchandise to allocate. So definitely all products do not move fast in all the stores because it depends on consumer taste and preferences in the trade area or surrounding area of the store. Okay, so like if we consider, okay, like we buy merchandise from food and grocery from different stores, including more supermarket. Okay, so and couple of kirana stores also. So one of the kirana stores from where we buy the merchandise from, okay, main road. It is the Hadiyad Road opposite to University Circle. Okay, very busy area. Okay, but even in such a store, okay, and his sales are quite higher, one among the highest in that area compared to any other kirana store. Okay, but he doesn't keep products like Nandini Good Life Milk. Food products almost no. Okay, then if we look at some products, okay, like Ambipure, Listerine mouthwash, or Max Lays Max, some premium products. Lay's Max, who have consumed, you are aware, okay, one of the very good variety of Lay's chips, slightly expensive, but they are barbecue chips. Okay, okay. So and many more products, okay, which we don't get in that Kirana store. So behind our home, there is one more Kirana store. So they have almost every product what we purchase from a more superstore, except okay, meat products like chicken salami, chicken sausage, those kind of products are not available. But yeah, you call it quality ice cream, Nandini Good Life milk, okay, or Ambipure uh, deodorant. Okay, so premium product, any premium product, but the Kirana store behind my home is not in the busy area. Okay, it is in the inner city location, very inner city. But again, the area surrounding that Kirana store, there are many rich people live. Okay, so that is how this Kirana stores are very different merchandise, premium, expensive products compared to the Kirana store, which is on the main road, which is more busy actually. So each store is surrounded by different types of customers, and these customer tastes and preferences differ. Okay, so according to which the store sells certain merchandise. So that is the reason this question arises: what type of merchandise to allocate to each store? So depending on the taste and preferences of the customers, the company should allocate the type of merchandise to each store. Again, how the company will come to know which merchandise to allocate? Depending on historical data or past data. I also told you how past data or historical data is collected. Then third decision is when to allocate the merchandise to different stores. Very important question. Okay. See, like supermarkets, especially the one which I keep referring, Sapthapur. Okay. So it is surrounded by households, families. Okay, and typically in tier 2 towns, okay, urban customers means 90% of them will be working. Okay, 90% of them will be working. So, and you should also know the target customers of most of these organized retailers. Okay, especially supermarkets and hypermarkets are middle class customers. Okay, so 90% of these household families are working. Okay, and related to working class, okay, what we all understand that generally in the first week of the month they receive their salary. So generally in the first week of the month they receive their salary. So if you visit any supermarket in India, I bet, okay, so in the first week you will see the store will be full with, okay, the merchandise. The product availability will be almost 99%, 98 to 99%. It will be never 100%. Okay, or you can say almost above 90%. The product fill rate or product availability will be more than 95% because a maximum number of customers will walk in to the store to buy their monthly groceries in the first week. The simple reason is they're habituated. What is the reason for behind that habit of buying food and grocery in the first week? They receive their salary into their hands. Okay, so it is generally suggested that in the last week, okay, of the month, or just 2 or 3 days before the next month, okay, it is better to allocate the merchandise to different stores. Okay, So this is all about allocating merchandise to stores. Now, once the merchandise is allocated to the stores, how much, the quantity of merchandise, type of merchandise, and timing of merchandise. So now the merchandise has reached into stores. Customers are walking in and purchasing those merchandise. So after that, the job will not get over. The company needs to analyze the merchandise performance. Okay, so let us say, for example, the Reliance Fresh or more supermarkets maintain certain number of categories of merchandise. I don't know exactly, but for example, I'm repeating. Say for example, about 10 categories of merchandise, for example. Okay, so then the company would like to know which category of merchandise is moving fast, which category of merchandise is moving slow. Okay, and which category of merchandise are not sold at all for 3 days, for 7 days. They keep accounting for how many days some merchandise is not yet sold even a single unit. Okay, then based on this, these are our findings. Okay, so based on that finding, what they may do, they may increase the product availability for those category of merchandise that are moving faster. So they see to it that the product availability should be very high. Okay, then for the products that are moving slow, the company would like to conduct an research and find out what is the reason behind the slow movement of a particular category of merchandise. Okay, so whatever the reason, okay, even for that matter, detergent I cannot say exactly. Okay, but students, any product merchant, any product category which you feel okay is customers are now not preferring? Yes, exactly, it's not coming to my mind now. Any products? Yes.
Sir, this only, sir. Tooth powder, sir. First they
Tooth
used to use.
powder. Now it is old now. Tooth powder is not even available in the stores. Okay, I can
Yes,
recall like shower gels. Are you aware of shower gel? Are
yes,
you?
sir.
Shower.
Yes, sir.
I hope you are aware about the product shower gel. Okay, so we need a loofah and we wet the loofah. We pour some drops of shower gel. After, okay, then we apply that on our body. Okay, it is also a soap. Okay, but what are we used to? We in India the bar soap like Lux soap. Okay, then Medimix soap, right? Dettol soap. The soap bars Indian customers are used. So the movement of shower gels is very slow. The movement of shower gels is very slow. Okay. So in the such a case, the company would like to find out what is the reason for the slow movement of shower gels, and whether the consumers, is it due to customer changing taste and preferences, or is it too expensive for the customer, or is it the availability which is affecting the sales. Okay, so various reasons they find out and they take some control measures, okay, to increase the sale of the slow moving merchandise. Then definitely if even after considering certain strategies, taking some actions, if still, okay, the category merchandise movement is very slow, it is selling very slowly, then they consider its impact on profitability or gross margin. So if that category is not contributing enough to gross margin of the company, then the company may discontinue to sell that product. Again, discontinuing in not all the stores. Some of the stores will be selling the merchandise. So in those stores where the movement is very slow or where it is not at all sold, okay, so the merchandise will be discontinued in those stores. And let us say if a merchandise is not at all sold, it is not at all sold for 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, for example. Okay. And if that trend is common across the country, the company may decide to discontinue to sell that category of merchandise. I can give a very good example for this. See, when more supermarkets started in Saptapur, Dharwad, where I visit regularly, they also had a bakery and they also had a pharmacy. Okay, and they also sold uh, apparels, Apparels means to wear at home, shorts, t-shirts, undergarments. Okay. But after 1 or 2 years, gradually they first closed the pharmacy. Okay. Then they discontinued with the other categories of merchandise. Okay, like t-shirts, shorts, undergarments. Okay, they stopped selling because the movement was so slow, or it was through the days for which products were not sold. So this is about analyzing merchandise performance and taking necessary actions. Okay. So that was all about merchandise management planning process. Before I conclude, there is some additional information at the end of the textbook chapter about hometown. Okay. So hometown again, see, as I keep telling, okay, like the way movies are copied in India, okay, so many things are copied. Okay. So this store format strategies, as I mentioned, when I presented you the retail mix of Big Bazaar. Actually, it was Walmart's retail mix. Only I changed the name on the title. That's it. But when I also analyzed it, I was really surprised that the Big Bazaar's retail mix was similar to that of Walmart's retail mix. Okay, but though companies you cannot compare. Walmart is the world's largest company, and Big Bazaar or Future Retail is being sold now due to debt and poor performance. So hometown again, there is a store called Home Depot in US. If you want to renovate your house or if you want to construct a new house, A to Z, 1 to 100, anything you need, including services, not only merchandise, brick, cement, sand, paint, curtain, bathroom fitting, floor tiles, bathroom tiles, okay, steel bars, you name it, okay, even painters, okay, not only painters also are available. So you name it, from if you want to renovate your house or if you want to construct a new house, anything you need will be available in this store. In US it is Home Depot. Similar format is started by Future Group called Hometown. Okay, so merchandising to service homeowners and new housing projects. Okay, by 2014 some 360,000 families would move into new houses in key 12 urban areas. Okay, this is the market data which the company had considered before starting Hometown. Their total spend on furniture, fixtures, home fashion, sanitary wares, electronics, and modular kitchens would be 18,000 crore per year. So definitely a good potential. So keeping that in mind, hometown store was started. I'm not sure whether the store is continued or not, but it is not expanded definitely to other cities. Hometown focused on productivity and merchandising. Hometown store size was 1.15 million square feet. Okay, yeah, this is located in Delhi. Okay, so 1.15 million square feet. Okay, it has a mock rooms. Mock room is nothing but, say, if you want to see how the living room will look like with a particular color of tiles, painting, furniture, and curtains and doors. Okay, it will be available to see how the kitchen will look like, for example. Okay, if you buy, I think your seniors, okay, who visited IKEA, okay, furniture store, so there were mock rooms, living room, bedroom, kitchen, okay, reading room. So I could recall. Okay, so they exactly as if though you will feel like there is a bed, okay, then next to it small table, chair, as if though you'll feel you are in bedroom. So they're called mock rooms. Kitchens, bathrooms, home furnishing, home wares, and consultancy services. That is civil engineering. Okay, then ready-made houses and turnkey projects are also available. Okay, can you believe? So that's about the merchandising. So some unique merchandise was sold in this store, hometown retail store. Okay. So that's the end of chapter number 12, but not the end of merchandise assortment. Okay. So in chapter number 13, we are going to learn how. Chapter number 13, we are going to learn how. Okay, the merchandise is purchased. Okay, as I said, for hundreds of stores or for thousands of stores across the country, making purchase centrally. Okay, making a centralized purchase for over 2 lakh or 3 lakh stock keeping units, SKU. It's not a small task. It's a very difficult task, very complicated, and buying department or buying organization is the key. Okay, in one of the key factors in a retail firm other than supply chain. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can please ask now. Any questions from students? Okay, so what I will do now is I will consider a news, okay, for discussion. Then once the 40 minutes is over, I will start a session again in my mobile phone, and then I will take attendance. Okay, and if time permits, again you can have any questions if you want. Okay, so students, can you see this news?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So this is from October 30. Dasara boost. Okay, it says SGST collection in October up by 5% over last year. That is state goods and services tax. So GST is of two types, CGST, central GST, and state GST. Okay, so Dasara boost SGST collection in October up by 5% over last year. Government collects over 2,000 crore rupees in October 1 to 28. These are dates. In an encouraging sign of the economic recovery in Karnataka, the government has collected 5% more in state goods and services tax in October compared to the like period last year on the back of Dasara festival shopping. Okay, so it may be due to like since March 15 onwards. Okay, so people who wanted to spend but due to the pandemic they were discouraged from buying, and whatever they have saved. Okay, so even I spoke to a couple of people, okay, and around my neighborhood also. So one old man is just renovating his house. Okay, so 2 floor I asked him, sir, okay, how are you? I didn't ask him what are you doing. I just inquired how are you. Then he just mentioned automatically that 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಉಳ್ದೈತ್ರಿ, ಏನೂ ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ದಾಗ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿನೋವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಸತ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, so that is true. That is the reason why compared to previous year October, this year the collection of SGST is 5% more, because since last 6 to 8 months people have hardly spent. So now they are coming out and spending. The government has collected 2,024 crore from October 1 to 28 this year against 1,924 crore in the corresponding month last year. The upcoming Diwali season is expected to boost the recovery further. Revenue from the integrated GST settlement. Okay, so let's leave this part. The graded unlocking measures. Okay, so the reasons are analyzed in brief. The graded unlocking measures have helped many sectors to return to business while ensuring the people's safety from COVID-19. The process of revival is still on. Dasara Philip is expected to gather momentum in the Deepavali season, said Commercial Tax Commissioner Srikar MS. Experts said Karnataka has been the most proactive state in making efforts to reboot the economy, leveraging the stimulus package that came along the unlock plans. About 70% of 6 lakh units of micro, small and medium enterprises in Karnataka availed the pre-approved working capital loan scheme announced by the center. Okay, so though the small, medium scale organizations were hit by the COVID-19 pandemic and they hardly had any money. Though there was demand, they knew that the demand is going to be there. They didn't had money for working capital. So this is where the state government had come into picture. So what they say, they have availed the pre-approved working capital loan scheme announced by the center. Okay. So this news continues. Retail sector buoyed as a families return to malls, barring garments, tourism, and hospitality. All other key sectors, automotive, home appliances, electronic equipment, fast-moving consumer goods, and food are quick in getting back on track. Okay, so this is what is the news all about. Okay, so dear students, if you have any questions related to this, or if you would like to make any contribution to this news, you can share from your end. Okay, even like what you purchased, okay, for this during this October, that would be a valid addition. Okay, so I'm going to end meeting now, and immediately I will start the meeting on my phone. Okay, so you join again.